Scenes from a Perfect World.
Stay loose, Pat. You got this.
There it is. Finished the game like I started it, with a split.
Wow, man, you really stunk tonight.
Yeah. You were great, as usual.
Hey, man, the team won. That's the thing.
Well, you made the difference, Baco. Thanks. Good going.
What's the matter, Pat? You've been hangdog all night.
Dad and Billy are waiting for me at home. We're having a fire pit tonight.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Baco, I love the guy, but I swear, if he says, "when I was a boy," one more time.
Oh, come on. Jake's a great guy.
Well, of course he is, but he just...
I know. I don't have to live with him. Living with people is hard. That's why I live alone.
It's not just that. The stories he tells Billy. Billy is just too young.
Listen, you're Billy's dad, and I won't tell you what to do. But Billy is 10 years old. That's old enough to know a few things. Especially Billy. He's a pretty smart kid.
Yeah, I know, you're right.
And you need to give Jake a little more credit, too. He's good for Billy.
Yeah,
I never knew my grandpa. Billy's lucky to have him.
yeah, I know, you're right. Thanks, Baco. Thanks. I'm gonna head on home. I'll see you later.
Sure, man. See you later.
Good game tonight.
Yeah, and you stunk.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
See ya.
See you, Baco. Hey, Billy, come on out. I've got a nice fire going here. And don't forget the marshmallows.
Hey, Grandpa, nice fire.
Thanks. Got the marshmallows?
Yeah, you got the graham crackers and chocolate?
All set. S'more City, here we come.
Shouldn't we wait for Dad?
Oh, no, he won't be back from bowling for a little while yet. Let's you and I get started.
Oh, boy.
Have you got a stick?
No, I've still got to find one.
Well, me too. Well, come on, let's find a couple of good sticks before it gets too dark.
Yeah, it is kind of starting to get dark. You think we'll have fireflies tonight, Grandpa?
No, it's a little too early in the summer for fireflies. Another couple weeks, maybe.
Here's a good one.
Say, that is a good one. You go ahead and get started. I'll be along in a second.
I'll help you find a stick first, Grandpa.
Well, thanks, Billy. Oh, say, right there.
Where?
Just by your left foot there. You almost stepped on it.
This one?
What do you think?
Yeah, this is a good one.
Well, all right then. Marshmallows, prepare to be roasted.
Did you make s'mores when you were a kid, Grandpa?
Sure we did. But sometimes it was hard to find chocolate because my parents would never dream of buying Hershey's or Nestle's.
What are they?
Oh, those were the two big chocolate companies of the day, and my parents boycotted them.
Boycott?
Well, that means you don't buy their products because you don't want to support the evil they do.
What did they do that made them evil?
Oh, my goodness. They used child labor and slave labor and unfair business practices in Africa and Central America. And, well, never mind, Billy. Your dad probably wouldn't want me to tell you all about that.
You mean about money and stuff?
Yes, about money and stuff.
You know, Grandpa, I know a lot more than Dad thinks I know.
Yes, I imagine you do.
Why does Dad get so mad when you tell me about the old days, especially about money?
Well, Billy, money is just about the biggest evil there's ever been, and your dad just wants to protect you.
I know about money. I'm not a little kid.
Well, of course you're not.
My friend Chuli says that long ago, money was like an evil magic in the world that made people crazy and even made them kill.
Oh, that's what Chuli says, huh?
Yep. And then there was a big world revolution that changed everything and destroyed money forever. And that the whole revolution happened in less than a second, like the Big Bang.
Well, that's quite a story.
Is it true, Grandpa?
Well, in a way.
Did it really happen like the Big Bang?
Well,
Was it a big explosion?
maybe you should ask your dad about this.
I did, about 100 times, but he always says I'm not ready. I'm not old enough.
Well,
Please, Grandpa.
well, all right. I can't let you go on believing fantastic stories.
Were you alive then? Was it really a revolution?
Well, yes, it was just about the biggest revolution in the history of the world. And sure, I was right in the middle of it. I was in my teens and 20s, just the perfect age for that kind of thing.
Wow.
But now don't get the wrong idea. I wasn't a soldier or anything. I wasn't a hero. And there were no explosions. In fact, there wasn't a single shot fired.
Then how did you get rid of money?
Well, Billy, when I was your age, a lot of young folks, just kids really, looked at the world and realized that the system just simply wasn't working anymore. Too many people didn't have proper housing or food or health care, and the climate crisis was just about to do us all in for good.
What did you do?
Well, the kids kind of led things and got some adults to join in. Some people protested, gathered in the streets with big signs and hollered and sang songs. Other people tried to organize and volunteer in one way or another. Some even ran for government office.
And did it work? Did you make things better?
Well, not really. Not until one day when we all looked at each other and finally realized that money was the driving force behind all of our problems.
You mean the rich guys and the big companies?
No, not so much the rich guys and the big companies. We realized that it was money itself.
I don't get it.
Well, the rich guys and the big companies only had power over us because they had the money. And they only had money because up until then we agreed that money was real. Well, one day we looked at each other and said, hey, what if we just not agree to that anymore? Money only has power when everyone agrees it has power. That's all it is. Money, it's an agreement. It's an idea. Money isn't real.
So that's when you started the revolution?
Well, in a way, that was the revolution. You see, in that moment, we realized the world belonged to us and to all other living things, and we decided we weren't going to surrender our power for one more minute.
So it really did happen like the Big Bang. In less than a second.
Well, in a manner of speaking, yes. I can see why that legend got started. But as excited as we were, it didn't happen right then. First, we had to convince enough people that we had the right idea, that the world would work much better and people would live much better if we gave freely to each other without the idea of money getting in the way. We worked hard for many, many years, organizing and sharing the idea.
So when was the Big Bang?
Well, when enough of us around the world agreed, we set a date and a time. At exactly midnight, Greenwich Mean Time, on a Friday night, we all collectively declared money to be null and void.
So it really did happen in less than a second.
Well, that's right.
Did everybody agree?
Oh, no. Many people most certainly did not agree. But they were powerless, you see.
Why?
Because once enough of us declared money null and void, it made their money null and void as well. They could have all the money in the world, but without our agreement, it had no value. It was worthless.
Brilliant!
We stopped paying rent, we stopped paying bills, we stopped working at jobs that didn't provide any real value to the world, and we started working for each other. We all gave and received freely. All the money guys could do was just stand there and watch.
What did the money guys do?
Oh, they tried to get the police to arrest us for sharing food. They tried to evict us for not paying rent. They tried, but they quickly realized there was no point. There were millions and millions of us all around the world, and power is just like money. Their power was only possible by our agreement, and we no longer agreed. It was as simple as that.
So no explosion.
Nope, no explosion. Like I said, not a single shot fired. And yet they had no choice but to bury the old economic systems because they were based entirely on money. The new systems for distributing goods and services would have to be based on cooperation.
You're a hero, Grandpa.
No, I'm no hero. I just happened to be there in the right place at the right time, you know.
No, you're a hero.
I don't know about
Oh,
that.
hi, Dad.
Well, hello, Pat. Hi, Billy. Hey, Dad. How was bowling? Good. Am I in time for s'mores?
Sure, I'll roast you a marshmallow.
So is Grandpa filling your head with stories, Billy?
Yep. Hey, Dad, did you know that Grandpa
So
was once
did your
back in the-
did your team win tonight down there at bowling? Yeah. As a matter of fact, we did.
It turns out what Chuli told me wasn't completely wrong.
So
Grandpa says
So
that after...
who bowled high score tonight? Baco. Baco bowled high game tonight, as usual. Dad? You told him, didn't you, Dad? You told him. Yes. Yes, I did. Well, that's good. I'm glad you did. He's old enough. He should know.
Your marshmallow's ready, Dad.
There you go. Your chocolate and graham cracker. Thanks, Dad.
Here's your marshmallow.
Thanks, Billy.